All right, I don't have much time today. I'm still in the process of moving into my new place, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to let you guys know that there's an upcoming sale on an item that you should be made aware of. So the item in question here is the Olight O Pen Pro. I have owned all variations of the O Pen over time, and none of which I thought were worth even reviewing. They just were gimmicks. They were, gadgets that really weren't worth it. Even the O Pen 2, which had a lockout, wasn't good enough. The button on the top, it just, no matter what, it would turn on accidentally. When this came out, it didn't show that it had a lockout, which made me very nervous about it saying anything in that initial review in the positive sense that yes, you should get this. Now that I've been carrying it for weeks, I'm more than a little happy with this. I think this might be in my top 5 game-changing implements in the EDC that I have experienced, along with one other one that's in my pocket right now, which is the Vero Fulcrum. This is now joining the Fulcrum as a game-changing tool for me. It has just the right balance. It has a much, much better writing implement than the previous versions, which was a big deal. What good is a pen that doesn't write well? It is a slimmer profile than the O Pen 2, so it's going to be nicer for people who want that smaller diameter for their hands. The LED being in the clip, something I was a little worried about because I thought maybe you'd bend the clip. Doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue. I haven't had anything catch on it, and I've been up and down stairs and moving stuff around and in tight spaces, no issues. The laser was surprisingly useful, and I'm not even in the construction field where it really matters, where you can be talking about something and then indicating where that item is in a very, very specific, location. This has just the right number of features, as well as being USB Type-C rechargeable, which I think is an absolute must for any rechargeable flashlight. It's basically something that I now require. I think at this point we can say needs to be USB Type-C. It means my phone and this, they all charge the same way, and it gets better than that because turns out I can charge the O Pen with my phone. That's pretty cool. So that is another feature that you can get out of this as well. The IPX8 was another requirement for me for everyday carry flashlight, and it works. 120 lumens is more than enough for day-to-day activities, especially ones that you might encounter during the day, not necessarily at night. This is a great complement with a dedicated flashlight and something that is either tactical or just something more powerful. Now, in the recent days, because I've been moving, this has been my EDC because I'm exhausted at night. I don't know where my stuff is. I'm putting stuff together. So the combination of the signal hammer, which always comes in handy when you're putting together stuff, the flashlight, which is always there, and the pen. I've used every component on this. It's been wonderful. But when I'm not carrying this, I usually have this, the Fulcrum, and the signal. And combined, this is probably the best combination I've ever put in my pocket. So we have a sale for this coming up in a few days, and I just wanted to let people know. So you're going to be able to get this in orange or purple with black accents. These are special editions. The important thing there is it's still cheaper than buying it brand new. Don't miss out on that. The only times you should really buy Olights, if I'm being honest, is probably during their sales. It's a significant difference in price. You don't want to miss out on this particular implement. If I was going to get rid of most of my other Olights, this would probably be the one that would survive because it's actually something I would carry every single day, regardless of what I was doing in my job, whether it meant being a teacher, a chemist, it doesn't matter. This is just the right amount of features in the tool. Of course, you can also disassemble it. I did test it, that will stand up on its end, not as well as previous generations, but still well enough to be used for writing on a desk. So you can use the flashlight separately. You can just unscrew it, set it up on a desk, And it has a button here. You double press for the high, and it will stand. It's not perfect because of the button on the bottom, but still quite good. If you get a chance to get these as bonuses or as a discount from Olight, this is one of the best things that they're currently making, without question. And it is my favorite Olight. Now, I purchased this myself. Olight did not send it to me. This is not a paid review. I really, really, really like this tool. And it has just the right amount of stuff. It has that laser to be utilized for the kind of people who need to indicate something to another person and be on the same page. Communication is paramount, and it's a moneymaker. When you can communicate properly with people and you can dictate where something is or something, it saves you time, which means it makes you money. Just like a multi-tool can make you money, so you don't have to go back to a truck and pick something up. It's not a perfect tool, it's a moneymaker. This is another moneymaker with that extra laser functionality. I think the flashlight wouldn't necessarily have been a moneymaker. That laser is a key feature to this particular tool. And now we can actually call it a tool. I really think that you can. It has just the right amount of stuff in it. And I want to talk one more thing in this last piece, and we'll let you go, about accidentally actuating the light. The best thing about this is that because the light is on the outside, first of all, you'll know right away. I usually keep this in my left pocket, which if you do that is the most likely chance that you'll actually cause the flashlight to turn on. If you look, if I put it in the very corner, I can in fact turn it on. But if I go ahead and put it in, as long as the initial insertion does not turn it on, you're never gonna have to worry about it. I have not yet had it come on by accident. So all in all, this is the best offering they have had in the pen related realm. There is no other combined multifunction pen out there that I think is worth your time as of right now. It has just the right balance. So do yourself a favor, get in on these special editions. At the very least, you can resell them and get you a basic one if you don't want to, and you can probably make a small profit. But you should definitely go ahead and get one during the sale versus when it's not on sale, okay? So that's it for today. That's my thoughts. I really, really enjoying the O Pen Pro. Much more than I expected. I wouldn't have even mentioned it if I didn't think it was gonna be good. And I didn't on the previous gens. So definitely check this one out. You don't want to miss it. Guys, have a good day.